In this lecture, we will talk about functions. Okay, and the functions are in a way black boxes. All right, they're supposed to be black boxes. That means they have to do a specific, well-defined task. And I've seen a lot of people write functions that do the whole thing in one function. It's just so difficult to manage the code. Functions help us to define a specific task, and they do the task very quickly, okay, and well defined. They should be well defined, and those are the basic stuff. And no two functions should do the same kind of job, right? If you define another function, they should not do the same job. So they had to be very unique, right? So these are the basic requirements of functions. But we will look into first step is to how functions, how to write a function, and we will take simple examples, and then from there we will take up. Uh, we'll see how functions work. Okay, so those two things we will uh, cover this week. Okay, so basically functions, they take input in the form of variables, say integer x, another maybe another variable integer y. So they take input in the form of variables and their type. Okay, this is very important in terms of what kind of variable you are sending and what are the types, right? How many of them you send to, you have to know. And then of course functions also have access to global variables. They have access, sorry, oops, they have access to global variables, and they do a specific job. They do compute certain things, just like you have written all these statements, you have done control logic, everything, whatever you have done so far, you can do that in the function, and functions will return values. Functions return values. You can only return one value in C language, okay? And return val is not values, I'm sorry, just value, return value. And oops, and they can update the global variables, right? They can update global variables. Basically, they can change the state of the program, right? And if you want to return more values, the only way you could do is to use pointers We will talk about that in next week. Like I said before, we will be talking about functions, pointers, arrays. It will keep coming back to these topics again and again. Functions, pointers, and arrays. Okay, so we will come back to this later. So right now we will worry about a simple function that takes a couple of parameters. It does some computations. It returns a value. It can update some global variables, right? Okay.